When I first arrived in my apartment, my mom was like, grab a jacket, it's cold outside, it's like 60 degrees, you're gonna literally freeze. 60 degrees, that's crazy, like that's hot as hell, like literally that's hotter than the oven. But then I just realized we were talking about Fahrenheit, and I was like, I completely forgot. Give a large lychee green tea.
And do you have any toppings on it?
Yeah, can I get boba with that? So if you guys are born here, obviously you guys already are like accustomed and like adapted to all of the stuff around us, the way we live, our measurements and stuff like that. But for me as a foreigner coming into this country, you know, it takes time to adapt. It takes time to get used to stuff. So if it's maybe for you, you know, it's interesting if you want to know how it's like to, you know, as a foreigner to come here, like what their first impressions are, like their first thoughts of the country, then it'll be cool. You know, stick around and I'll show you guys what it is. All right, so before the video starts, just want to let you guys know that any like or subscribe is obviously appreciated by me all the time. So if you guys want to drop a like, drop a subscribe down below, hit the bell, you know what I'm saying? Just the regular drill, it'll be much appreciated. So I actually moved here when I was in the age of 9, so that was 4th grade. And moving here was actually really, really difficult. It was kind of challenging at first when I went to the road and the lanes were different. There's actually 2 different lanes, and then in Indonesia we drove on the left. But here, everybody always drives on the right, so it kind of like, it confused me at first. On top of that, the air was like really, really dry. So like pretty much, I don't know, coming here, like my eye was kind of drying up. Also, another difference that I noticed was that the time over here was like AM and PM, whereas in Indonesia, it's pretty much military time. If it's 8 o'clock at night, it's like 20. You just say like 20 o'clock in a way. Here it's like established that, oh, it's 8 PM, right? Oh, it's 8 AM rather than, oh, it's 20 o'clock. I gotta say, one of the things over here is that like the traffic lights and everything were just so like organized. Like I swear, like when I'm back in Indo, like literally pedestrians were like crossing the street, like the crosswalks were like slanted as hell. And then like literally when I came over here, everything is just so organized. It's just like, I'm in a new world. Like there's also a lot of like mopeds and motorcycles there. A whole family would fit on a motorcycle, like believe it or not. So we would have pretty much the dad like driving. We have the kid in the front. The mom is like clinging onto the dad in the back. And then we have like the dog on the top of his head or something. Like, so when I first went to school, it was elementary school, and then we had to recite this. It's called the Pledge of Allegiance. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. And everybody's like, everybody stand up, put your right hand over your heart, ready, begin. And like, all kidding aside though, like I eventually learned it along the way, because we just kept doing it every single morning, like doing the Pledge of Allegiance. So eventually I had to like memorize it somehow, right? So I pretty much had a few friends growing up in my apartment, and it was nice because they welcomed me into the country, and pretty much like they really made me feel like home, even though I'm still getting accustomed to it. You know who you are, then thank you. And back then in elementary school, I kid you not, I had like the worst accent ever. I don't even know how it sounds like. That's the craziest thing. Like I came here with an accent and I don't know how it sounds like. On top of that, I'll be confused as hell. Like I'll be like what's so funny, guys? And like super clueless. And then they're like, nothing. And they just kept laughing. I'm like, bro, like I literally felt bullied and I didn't even know it. That's just how sad it was like when I first came here. When I first arrived in my apartment, my mom was like, Jimmy, you know, grab a jacket. It's cold outside. It's like 60 degrees. You're gonna literally freeze. 60 degrees, that's crazy. Like that's hot as hell. Like literally that's hotter than the oven. But then I just realized we were talking about Fahrenheit, and I was like, wow, I completely forgot. The air quality was just super, super bad. Like compared to here, obviously I love it here more. The air quality is just so much cleaner. But over there, like literally, it's like you can't even see like 20 feet, or I don't even know how to say it in meters, but like a few meters ahead. See, like I'm already adjusted, see. On top of that, it's also really, really diverse here in America, which is also like one thing that I really, really actually admire about this country. Back in Indonesia, like you only see pretty much like 98% of people Indonesians, and like they mostly don't even speak much English. Whereas if you go over to here, you see, you know, a lot of like white people, black people, Asians everywhere. And like, it's interesting because they're all like different types of like Asians, like different races, you know? Another thing that I also miss from that country is also the fact that like, pretty much, how do you say this? Like, there's always street vendors whenever you go out, but that's probably one of the best things there, that the street food is like pop. You get a lot of people there in the street vendors, and then the authenticity is like in the dirtiness of the food there, right? Like nobody there, like I guess they wash their hands, I guess, but like still, like if you drink the water there, you'd literally get sick. Everything, like whenever you just drink water, it's just, you have to always filter it or else you'll get sick. Like even if you live there, you always have to filter your water. And again, like I said, there's obviously more things to do here than in Indonesia. There's like Universal Studios, Disneyland, pretty much Legoland, and any type of land that you want to go to. And on top of that, I still remember when I went to school over there, we had to wear uniforms. And then when I came over here and we don't have to wear uniforms, it's just crazy. Like I felt so free. Anyways, with all that being said, I love America. It's unique. I definitely don't regret moving here at all. And it's just a new experience for me. It's awesome. I love meeting all these people from different backgrounds, and it's just crazy. It's nice that I get to meet awesome people. You gotta learn different cultures, learn different different backgrounds, and it's just awesome in general. Like there's just no way that I want to go back. I would never want to stay there again just because I just love it here so much that it's crazy. But adapting here was definitely a challenge, and it definitely was a physical and mental challenge because I'm not used to the climate. The climate here is like crazy dry and then crazy humid during the summer, and then it rains and then it's really hot. Whereas over there, we're near the equator, so it pretty much just rains a lot, and it's just like, it pretty much just, I don't know, it rains, it's always hot, and it's always so humid. Like whenever you do stuff, you're just always so sticky, and it's just crazy. Well, with that being said, hopefully you guys learned a little bit about how I felt moving here as a foreigner, coming here with a visa and then coming here with a green card, and then eventually I'm a US citizen myself. So hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you guys did, then don't forget to hit a like, hit subscribe down below, and comment down below on what you think was interesting. So just let me know. Anyways, with that being said, I'll try to upload more consistently. I know obviously I've been lacking, and I'm gonna go to like vacation. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video, right? Bye guys.